A hearty good morning to our principal, teachers, and all our dear friends. We are the students of class 10th B, and for this week, we have been given the opportunity to conduct the morning assembly. For this week, we have decided to take the topic of great teachers of the medieval period. Without further delay, I, Nakshatra Shukla, bring forth today's great teacher, Madan Mohan Malviya. You all must have heard about a very popular slogan known as Satyameva Jayate. This slogan was popularized by Madan Mohan Malviya. Madan Mohan Malviya, born in the year 1861 in the city of Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. He belonged to a Hindu family and turned out to be a very well-noted Sanskrit scholar. He took his degree and pursued law as his profession. He became a very well-known lawyer in a short amount of time. But rest assured, law was not the only field in which he contributed for the well-being of his country. He even became the editor for the newspaper The Hindustan. Madan Mohan Malviya is not only known for his contribution in the field of education, but also for his role as a national social activist. But well, he was more known for his contribution in the field of education. One of them notedly being the establishment of Banaras Hindu University, also known as BHU, situated in the city of Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. He was the chancellor for the university for continuously 2 decades, where 15,000 children were educated in various fields and gained tremendous amount of knowledge. Some people say that when you do something for your country, you become an immortal. And well indeed, rest assured, Madan Mohan Malviya is and will be an immortal. Thank you everyone.
Gem remains just a piece of stone until you realize its value. A very good morning everyone. I am Jia Rathore from class 10B, here to make you all remember one of our precious jewels, that is the teacher of medieval period, Kelulal Nilkant Somayaji. He was a major mathematician and astronomer from the Kerala School of Maths and Astronomy. One of his most influential works was the astronomical treatise Tantra Samgraha, completed and written in 1501. He is credited with series of expansion trigonometry. You know, even the common algebra and spherical geometry we study today are his discoveries. We all cannot even imagine maths and astronomy without his works. There are a lot many things about him, but we all forget him. How? We all should just remember him and thank him for whatever he has done and contributed in the development of this enormous world. Thank you everyone and have a nice day ahead.
Good morning everyone, I am Ayushi Meena
And I am Ayushi Gupta.
and today we are going to present about one of the very famous teachers of the medieval period.
Ayushi, do you know about Maharishi and Saraswati?
Yes, Maharishi and Saraswati was one of the very famous philosophers and Indian social reformers. He was also the founder of the Arya Samaj, a reform movement of the Vedic movement. He was the first to call upon the Swaraj and India for Indians, later taken up by Lokmanya Tilak. Denouncing the idolatry and ritualistic worship, he worked towards reviving the Vedic ideologies. Subsequently, the philosopher and President of India, S. Radhakrishnan, called him one of the makers of modern India.
Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati was born on 10th day of waning moon, on the day of Purti Mata Falguna. He belongs to Hindu Gujarati Brahmin Tiwari family. He was born at Morbi district at Gujarat. His original name was Mool Shankar Tiwari. His father's name was Krishnaji Lalji Trivedi and his mother's name was Yashodabai. Maharishi, do you know about Arya Samaj?
Yes, Saraswati Dayanand creation, Arya Samaj was a moment of the reform movement of the Vedic age. It condemned many practices and of different communities and religions, including priestcraft, sati, child marriage, and many more. He argued that these practices ran contrary to good sense and wisdom of the Vedas.
Maharishi and Saraswati was fully convinced that the lack of knowledge was the main culprit behind the adulteration of Hinduism. He set a number of gurukuls and established the studies and knowledges of Vedas and to spread that knowledge further. Inspired by his beliefs, teachings and ideas, his disciples established Maharishi Anglo-Vedic Cultural College and Trust Management Society after his death. The first DAV High School was established at June 1, 1886 at Lahore.
In the year 1883, Maharishi took his last breath and departed to heaven. But his legacy is still among us and will always be there. With this, we conclude. Thank you and have an acknowledgeable day ahead.
An invention has to make sense in the world it finishes in, and not in the world it starts in, says by Ryan Welzier. Hello everyone, this is Chris Singhal from 10B presenting on the topic Teachers of the Medieval Period. We all know about Aryabhatta, the inventor of zero. But did you know who invented the properties of zero? Well, his name was Brahma Gupta. He was an ancient astronomer and a mathematician who named these properties. He lived from 557 AD to 668 AD. In this time, he was a coward and was also an introvert, so he didn't got out much. But during this time, he invented some of the most important works of his life, like helping in finding the approximate value of pi and also finding out that if a number is divided by itself, you will always get 0. He even produced the formula to calculate a quadratic equation. Also, he was the first one to do this. He even produced a formula to find the area of a four-sided figure whose corners touch the insides of a circle. Although in the Brahmagupta's time, the people didn't honor him much, but in this prevalent world, it is greatly honored by the humanity. So, at last, I just want to say that if you look closely around your world, you will always find something new and more interesting. You just have to look and focus. Thank you and
Good morning everyone. This is Misbah and this is Vidhi. We are the students of class 10B and we are here to share some facts on the life of Chanakya, a great teacher of the medieval age. So Misbah, I was going through the topic, the teachers of medieval period, and I came across a famous personality who is Vishnugupta, popularly known as Chanakya. He was a statesman, philosopher and the writer of a famous classic critique known as Arthashastra. Arthashastra was composed during the reign of Chandragupta, and the most famous philosopher of that time was Chandragupta's own advisor and counselor Chanakya. Exactly, Chanakya, the advisor and counselor of Chandragupta, was the author of Arthashastra, as well as he played a great role in helping Chandragupta conquer the Nanda dynasty in Patliputra. Probably Chanakya's book have came to be a guide for Chandragupta, as each of its 15 chapters deal with a phase of government which he sums up as the science of punishment. Yes, the science of punishment advises the development of an elaborate spy system reaching into all new levels of society and encouraging political and secret assassination. Chanakya served the Mauryan Empire throughout his life and died in 283 BC in Patliputra. It sounds quite normal, but there was this confusion about some people saying that his death was not an accident. Yes, there are many rumors about his death. Some believe that he starved himself to death, while the others think that the court conspiracies led to his demise.
It's so fascinating that the medieval age was gifted with so many precious teachers and philosophers.
Yes, I guess it would take us decades if we discuss about them one by one, as there are so many personalities who have influenced many people with their thoughts and contribution. So here we take a leave. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers." A joyful good morning to all Carmelites. I'm Atish Dubey from class 10B. I am here to talk about a person who is not much known in our society. Yes, none other than our teachers. And sequence of great teachers of medieval period, I would like you to introduce with Bodhidharman, the Indian prince who became a legend. He was master in science and healing. He cured many people throughout his entire life. He added up monasteries to Shaolin, and he even prevented a very severe disease from spreading in China. My friends this week told you about many teachers, but they are pearls of necklace in life. Because of creative thinking of our teachers and their ideas, we have progressed and achieved great things in scientific world. Teachers around us are precious. We should learn from past, take inspirations from present, and try to build a new day. With this, I thank our sister principal, Sister Archana, for giving us an opportunity to conclude the weekly assembly.